Well, I've started to do some fill-in parts after the Christmas season here. As you can see, I got some real rocks, shale actually, and put them down at the bottom of the rock faces. It turned out not too bad, and I just added a little bit of sort of rust-colored pigment to them. As well, I've done the riverbed with screen shale, as you can see here. I might paint the sides of brown and that sort of thing, but not absolutely sure yet. Still lots and lots to do. I'm starting to work on trees now. This is the shale that I picked up on the side of the road. Actually, a friend of mine did it and brought it down, and then I just used a screen and sifted it to get it nice and loose like this, and that's what I used for the riverbed and pieces and bits of the rock casting. I just glued everything down yesterday, so it's looking pretty good. It's nice and hard, doesn't move, sort of thing. And I've also glued in the bridge, added a little bit of ballast along the edges and that sort of thing. And I'll put some greenery and weeds and that in it as well. Well, I added some here on the riverbed and threw in a couple of leftover plaster castings as rocks in the riverbed. So it's starting to take shape, but still lots and lots to do yet. Should take me another month or two to get everything done as I work, a little bit by little bit. And over there you can see my table with all the stuff on it. There's trees on the left and pigments and wooden scenic stuff and all that sort of thing. As well in my workroom, I'm working on some trees over there as well. As you can see, I got some trees on the go here. Just trying to clean them up a bit. These are leftovers from John's module sort of thing, and some of them are in poor shape, but others are not bad, and I think they'll look good on the module. Well, I've now tried my hand using this Grass Tag 2 static grass applicator. I just tried one little spot right here. It almost looks, when you do it, it almost looks like it's something like inside a jewelry box sort of thing. I followed their instructions, wetted the area with 50-50 glue, put the nail in the little hole, you can see the hole there, and attached the alligator clip and shook away at the static grass. I used sort of a medium green and harvest color to give the effect. You can see the difference from one side to the other. I don't know which one is better. I'm not sold on it yet, but I also have to practice a lot more too. And I've added a little bit more of a dust color to the top of the rock bluff here. That'll all have vegetation on it very, very soon. I also tried my hand at making some sort of birch aspen trees using this kind of material that I got at Michael's. I just cut it up and made it a little smaller, and then I painted the trunks white and added little black dots. And my birch trees are now in. I put some there and some over here. And once I get the ground cover in and that sort of thing, things will really start to take shape. Okay, I started planting a few trees here and there, and you can see that the one rock there still got a lot of glue on it and that sort of thing. I just used lichen and some foliage material to do that. And the trees were left over from John's previous module. There's still lots to do yet, but they're coming there. The evergreens on this side here, the ground cover, I just used up some ground up moss. I bought a blender at the local thrift shop and ground it up as much as I could, and sort of gives a nice effect to everything. It all looks like this at the moment. And the same over on the other hill. I added some there because it's going to be dry up there, not going to have tall trees. They're just small. Foliage is one type or another. I haven't figured that out yet, but I'll get it done. Now I added some clump foliage in that to one end of the module and added a few more trees. Still more trees to add yet. Thinking of putting a little shack in right about here. I added these trees this afternoon. Put in some foliage on the rock bluff. Added some more trees. And I'm thinking of putting in a little maintenance of way scene in here. But I'll work on that as time goes on. Now things are really starting to come together now, and I haven't done the river yet, but that'll be soon once I get the rest of the bushes planted and that sort of thing. As you can see, the river remains dry at the moment, but I'll do that once I get the rest of the trees and bushes planted in. I still have to plant some trees and bushes right about here, and then of course over here on the dry hill, which I'm not going to put a whole bunch of trees on there. It's going to be basically bush and downfall and that sort of thing. Just in case the train goes off the track on the curve, then one can reach down without having to worry about damaging anything.